Today we are going to read Noah's deliverance. Then God remembered Noah and every living thing and all the animals that were with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. The fountains of the deep and the windows of heaven were also stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained, and the waters receded continually from the earth. And at the end of the 150 days, the waters decreased. Then the ark rested in the 7th month, the 17th day of the month, on the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, the tops of the mountains were seen. So it came to pass at the end of 40 days, and Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made. Then he sent out a raven which kept going to and fro until the waters had dried up from the earth. He also sent out from himself a dove to see if the waters had receded from the face of the ground. But the dove found no resting place for the sole of her foot, and she returned into the ark to him, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. So he put out his hand and took her, and drew her into the ark to himself. And he waited yet another 7 days, and again he sent the dove out from the ark. Then the dove came to him in the evening, and behold, a freshly plucked olive leaf was in her mouth. And Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. So he waited yet another 7 days, and sent out the dove, which did not return again to him any more. Hello, Kamlesh. Hello, Miller. Hello, Screw. Welcome. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, that the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and indeed the surface of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd month, on the 27th day of the month, the earth was dried. Then God spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the ark. You pay attention the order. Do you remember when God said to Noah, enter into the ark, that I said, pay attention the order, how they should enter, because when they go out, that order will change. So Noah went out. Then God spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the ark, you and your wife, and your sons, and your son's wife with you. Do you remember how they entered? It was first Noah, then his sons, then his wife, then his son's wife. At the time to leave, they should leave, then his wife, and after his wife, his sons, and his sons' wives. So that mark a new life, a new kind of life, a new kind of relationship between man and woman. No longer as man first and woman behind, no longer like this, but husband and wife together. That changed from the flute. Hello, Ella. Bring out with you every living thing of your flesh that is with you, birds and cattle, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth, so that they may abound on the earth, and be fruitful and multiply on the earth. So Noah went out. Look at this. Look at this, that he was the only man on the face of the earth who had grace, who got grace from in God's sight. And when he started a new word, he started wrongly. He didn't follow the instruction of God. I'll read again how God said, "Go out of the ark, you and your wife, and your sons and your son's wife." Look at this, how Noah left the ark. So Noah went out, and his sons and his wife. He left his wife behind. He put the sons, man, before his wife. And his son's wife. He didn't want to change. When God give you a new instruction and God give you something that doesn't match, doesn't fit in your mentality, follow God's instruction. Don't keep your old mentality. God wanted to do a new thing, a totally renewed relationship between man and woman. But Noah decided to keep his old mentality. First the man, then his sons, then his wife, then his son's wife. Old mentality. Don't keep your traditions, even your church traditions, even your, how to say this, doctrines tradition, if it's not what God sent to you. Follow God's instruction. Believe that new things is from God are always the best. God makes new everything. So don't be surprised if God said to you something that doesn't match with your mentality, doesn't fit with you have you always done in your church life. Please follow God's instruction. Follow the new things of God. Ajeet, I don't know how to say your name, sorry. Agjeaet. I don't know how to pronounce this. Hello. Danush. Hello. Every animal, every creeping thing, every bird, and whatever creeps on the earth, according to their families, went out to the ark. God's covenant with creation. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord and took of every clean animal and of every clean bird, and offered burnt offering on the altar. And the Lord smelled a soothing aroma. Then the Lord said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground for man's sake, although, although the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Nor will I again destroy every living thing as I have done, while the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease. That's interesting that the life will keep going. Winter, summer, seed time, harvest, day, night, but while the earth remains. That gives us a clue that the earth will not remain forever. We can see this in Revelation, but it's the last book of the Bible. We are not reading this now. Craig, was there any animals that didn't get on the ark? I think whales, not. They didn't need. They could swim. Any animals from that lives in the water was not there. They didn't need. What do you think? Can you thinking another animal? Hello, Katai? Katai, is that? Hello. So I will stop here. Thank you for being here. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. If you don't follow me yet, please click the button and follow me.